So one of the fun things about having the YouTube channel is all the random stuff companies will offer to send me throughout the year. And I just say, yeah, send it over. It usually has nothing to do with sailing, but it's always interesting to see what they'll send. And this will be the episode where we go through it all. So no sailing today, if that's what you're into. Pick a different episode. I gotta show this stuff for like 3 to 6 minutes. I think usually they want to see, so it'll be kind of slow. I'm just gonna give you my opinion. This isn't stuff I endorse. Honestly, I've never even used it yet. But sometimes it's good stuff. Sometimes it's not. We're just gonna take a look at it all. I say yes to everything because why not, you know? So we got a whole pile of stuff. Let's see what the first one is. This is actually the second time I filmed this video because I've lost all my videos for the last 2 months. So I kind of opened it all, but that's good because nobody really likes to watch opening boxes. So the first one is from Muzen. This is a Bluetooth speaker, but look at the box it comes in. I mean, is that kind of ridiculous or what? Looks like a military, like kind of old army kind of item. Comes in this very elaborate, oversized box. So you're getting a Bluetooth speaker, and it looks pretty cool. It's heavy. This thing is metal, and it's waterproof. And it says they come in 3 different colors. I saw on their website. I picked this kind of like grayish with some little green accents. So yeah, this is a Bluetooth speaker. It sounds pretty good. I was playing some music on it just to test it out, but let's see what else it's got a flashlight on it. The controls are just this little knob. Okay, so it's kind of hard to. Okay, so now we're blinking. I'm guessing we're paired to the phone now. So how do we get that? Okay, so a little confusing for me. I really like this this knob. It's a nice tactile knob. That's cool. The charging port under here. I was a little disappointed to see this is USB mini or micro, I guess. Micro USB, which I kind of like things to be USB-C. You know, that's kind of the new standard. So I'm not sure why they're using that kind of old connector. Nobody wants to carry around, you know, so many different types of cables. Also, this charging thing is really hard to open. That'll probably loosen up over time. But thanks so much, Muzen, for sending over this this really cool looking Bluetooth speaker and this. But the audio, I was very impressed with this little speaker. Let's see if we can maybe do a little sample here. We'll come back to that with some audio. Next up on the list is let's do the Doogee, the Doji tablet and phone. So here we are. I did this all on the phone. So they gave me 2 things from Doji. Is it Doji? Doji. It's the Doji pack. So we have their S110 phone, rugged phone, Android phone. And this thing's got some heft, you know. You throw this at someone, you know, you're gonna make a dent. Charging ports with covers on it. You know, it's got some bumpers on the side. I don't think you really need a case for this. It came with a plastic screen protector, which was like, I couldn't get the bubbles out, so I just took that off. Now, they also sent their tablet here, the R10, so maybe that's a 10-inch tablet, I guess. And, oh yeah, you can see the screen protector. It's all bubbled up, so if I can figure out how to get that off, I'm taking that off. Yeah, so again, you know, all the ports are covered up on both of these devices, which is going to be good for the water. We've got, what's that for the TF SIM card. Does it do an SD slot? Maybe no SD card slot, but they had a ton of storage. This one, the tablet was 128 gigabytes of hard drive storage, so you should be able to store a lot of charts on this, which was what I'm thinking of it for, and 15 gigabytes of RAM. Holy moly, that's more than my last laptop had. Okay, yeah, just the normal charging ports. I think it's got like a little hand strap. Now, I was definitely interested in trying these out because I'm using something called the Sail-Proof tablet, different brand, which was also provided to me, and I've been loving that thing. It's an Android tablet, but it's fast and snappy, and I just run it with Navionics. That's the charts I've been using in the past. Although I'm looking to switch to a different charting app. I really like the Navionics chart, but I've not been happy with what they've been doing to the subscription or the charts. Like I had paid for them all, and then they took them all away. So now I have to. They upped the price like really drastically. So I'm going to experiment with some other apps, but we're also going to probably keep using Navionics. So I'm using the Sailproof tablet. It's a waterproof, kind of similar to this. The Sailproof one is quite a bit thicker. The thing is that Sailproof has a really bright screen, great battery life. It's a very expensive tablet. I believe these are a little bit less. We'll put links on the description if you want to try these. I think I wanted to try these out on the boat though and see how they compare. But what are you giving up? By going with a cheaper option? Will this still work? Will the screen be bright enough? Will the battery be good enough? Like I've started setting these up with Navionics. I still have to do a little bit more work, but we can kind of compare these over time and see. Is it worth it? The extra money for the Sailproof? I'm very happy with that. I've been using my phone previously, but so I just have something that's kind of permanently there. That's like. You can just kind of leave mounted under the Dodger and just have the charts, or kind of maybe have one inside so I can kind of just have that on at night so I can kind of see if I'm going in and out of the shipping lane or getting close to shore, and then not having to worry about the waterproofness could be great. So these phones we'll be testing out. They look pretty good. Well, time will tell how that works out, but I'm excited to try it. Let's go to the next product. We have the Carpuride. This is from Carpuride. It's got a 9-inch IPS touchscreen, according to them. Has Bluetooth, audio, video, voice controls, and a USB charging port. Yes, it seems to have all that. Now we're in the car, and we're going to try out the Carpuride. I don't know what you call this. Infotainment center with AirPlay and Android Auto. Nice big 10-inch screen, major upgrade from what we had before, which was nothing. So we'll just try out the sticky thing. It looks like it's very sticky. I'm just gonna put it right in front of me. So there it is, clamped down. I'm gonna put that about maybe right there. This guy out here, already plugged in, and it should just flips right in there. Easy as that. Now, this guy is going in our outlet. And I think that's all we need for this. So you got a few wires, just kind of tuck them back there. No big deal. And this is our audio, so that's great. We can play some royalty-free music. I have the key. Is the key in my pocket? Gotta find the key. All right, we have the key. The Kia boys could not steal this Kia. All right, just like that, the Carpuride comes to life. And wow, that is a huge screen. And just like that, we're connected to my phone. Didn't have to do anything. You can see the time, how many bars of signal you have, how much battery, without even getting the phone out. It's just great. You can see we're in the Google Maps app, one of my favorite apps. We've also got the Spotify app, and you got some settings, and this is just amazing. You might easily mistake it for a Tesla with this giant screen. Only we put it right in the middle because we can put it wherever we want. And you might ask, how can you see, where you're going with that giant screen? Of course, you got your map app. You can just look at that. You don't even need to look at the windows anymore when you got the Carpuride. Typing with the voice, you can see Siri's coming up, trying to understand what we're saying. Play the music. The music playing. Of course, when I hit play, my camera stops filming. I can confirm it works. The connection is strong. I guess there's also a FM transmitter setting somewhere within this. So if you don't have an aux cable, you could potentially use that. Maybe you've got a boat. Maybe you want CarPlay on your boat. This thing's a touchscreen. You got the Chick-fil-A app right at your fingertips. Who would have thought you could have Chick-fil-A app in your car? Oh, actually, no, you can't. They're testing it. But soon you'll have the Chick-fil-A app right there in your car. And You got WhatsApp. You can click, let's click their app here, Car Home. So there's your FM transmitter. You got the EQ. You can just change this to your heart's desire. I always like to set it just like that. You got the A auto. I don't understand. I don't know that. You can USB it. You can card. You can do some settings there. You can pick your car. You can do the park line. Oh, I guess this is for the backup camera. I actually have a backup camera. I never installed. Let's see if it fits this system. Okay, so actually, it's got the camera port, but it doesn't use the normal video port. You've got to use probably have to get the Carpuride camera with a connector to have the seamless backup camera experience. Maybe that's to be expected. Another thing is, hey, now you got this hot big touchscreen in your car. Maybe someone's gonna want to steal your car or your touchscreen. No big deal. Just pops right off. It's like quick remove, and a little hard to get it back on because you gotta find the place. But when you do, just snaps right in. So that's pretty rad. Next we have the OrcaTorch. You know, these are dive lights. They make a bunch of different models. They sent me 2 of them, and they came in this case. Well, actually, I think only one of them came with the case, but I put them both in the same case, so I could, just kind of combine it. Lots of accessories. So what they sent us is the OrcaTorch D570 GL. This is the GL edition, so you got that extra GL on there. It's from OrcaTorch. You got a little place for your wrist loop, which I always use when I'm scuba diving. It's a nice compact flashlight. I use this the single, the smaller battery, the 18650 battery that comes with that. This is just a normal one. And how do we turn this on? Oh, it's got a button. So let's see, one click. Oh, one click. Holding it does the laser. Woo, 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 woo. That's a nice bright green laser. Show there, green laser. So you hold it, does a green laser. I think you double tap, and got a nice bright dive light. Again, OrcaTorch D570-GL. So holding it turns it off, or is that how it works? Or tap it, turn it off? How do you turn this thing off? Okay, it just turns off, when it feels like it. Double tap on, double tap off. Okay, there we go. And then hold for the laser. Very fun. This is a really small dive light and pretty bright. But they also sent me, this one's the bigger. This is using the bigger batteries, the 21700s, and these are cool. It has a little USB-C charging port right in the battery there, so you don't have to cav around one of these extra little doodads there. So that's kind of nice. Although some of them are kind of cool. You can unscrew the cap a little bit, then you can just plug the USB-C right in there. My other one has that. But this is the next best thing, I think. And credit to OrcaTorch, they give you 2 batteries for both these flashlights, so you can keep one charging and have one in the flashlight. So yeah, same kind of deal. This one's just a little bit bigger. Well, actually a little bit longer, but this one is a little wider. And so the one is called the D710, which I guess that is the next level up as far as numerically above the 570. So you get the 710. You're getting a higher number flashlight with this. So you're getting a higher number if you go with this one, and that's something that's something to think about. So how does this one work? Oh, so just one click on this one, you go into flashlight. Oh, dimmer, dimmer, dimmer. Okay, so you got bright, less bright, off. So you're not getting the laser with this one. You don't have that maybe the Dash GL gets you the laser. I'm thinking maybe that's what we're seeing. So let's look at the beam on this bad boy, and it's a kind of like a nice wide beam with gradual to a brighter center. That's a beam I could be happy with. This looks like this would be plenty bright for the night diving I've done, or just like going. Just during day diving, because you're looking at little cracks or going into caves and stuff. So I always have a flashlight, when I dive with the scuba stuff. And we'll try these out as the season goes, and we'll see if they have any issues. But they seem like they're built pretty well. I think OrcaTorch is making a bunch of products. One thing they do have, which I'm kind of interested in trying, I guess they didn't send me one of these. they have the UV flashlight, which I've heard is really cool for like diving at night, because a lot of stuff underwater will kind of light up with UV exposure. Some of their models have a dual mode light, so maybe I might get one of those in the future if the OrcaTorch lives up to its the OrcaTorch name. That's the OrcaTorch for you. Thank you so much, OrcaTorch, for sending these. I'm very happy to have them, and I'm very happy to have all this stuff that these companies have just so graciously wanted to provide to get some free publicity on my YouTube channel. And sometimes they even want to pay me, but I just say, just send me the product. I don't want to like owe you one. I'm just gonna show it. So it just makes my life easier that way. What else we got? Night vision goggles. Just real quick, get the brand. That's important. These are the NV 200 4K model. Do we have a name brand? That's important. I gotta put that on the title usually. These are from OneLeaf.ai, you know, implying that there's some artificial intelligence going on in there, maybe, possibly. Now, these are cool. I've never had night vision goggles before. So, oh, goes this way. They even have the extra doodad. I had to figure out how to install this thing. I believe this is a laser range finder, which integrates into the night vision goggles, the 4K night vision goggles. Oh, got some little panels open. So let's kind of look at what kind of connectivity we got. We got a headphone jack on your night vision goggle binoculars. Come on, guys, that's pretty cool. We got a USB-C port and a mini HDMI and a SD card. Does it come with an SD card? Wow, it did. 64 gigabytes. Oh, they never come with the SD card. We got some buttons on the top. Let's turn them on, see if they got a charge. Hold the button. Well, I thought I had charged these up, but from what I understand, night vision goggles kind of come in 3 categories. You got the I guess the entry level category, which is basically kind of just a camera, and there's like an IR kind of emitter that's it's like a flashlight that human eyes can't see, but cameras can see. So I believe that's what these ones are using. And then you're looking at a screen, a video screen kind of what you're seeing. The other type would be the thermal image kind. That's kind of the newest, I think. The infrared, or the radiant, heat off of stuff. And then the other one is like the military kind of grade night vision, a light amplification tube with like an analog kind of device and a phosphor. And those are very, very expensive. I'm kind of keeping my eye on those because I think that could be very useful on the boat. But maybe these also. Shining a flashlight on the boat, I don't know, it's like not, you can't see very far with the flashlight, even if it's very bright. And then once the flashlight hits the rigging, it lights everything up, and it's kind of hard to see. But maybe since you're watching through the screen, maybe this would kind of not have that as an issue. We'll see. So we got like a place for a tripod if you're into kind of setting this up and just looking at stalking birds at night or something. You got your zooms here, so you can zoom in on things. You can take pictures, I guess, with the SD card there. So QR code if you wanna grab the website there. But the range finding thing, that's kind of cool too. So these could be useful on the boat. Maybe when you're pulling into an anchorage, quick look around, looking out for other boats or that have their lights off or mooring balls, and then how far is shore? You got the little range finder there. That could be useful when you're anchoring. Or how far is that boat? Kind of deciding how you're going to pay out your scope and how much anchor rope you have out, because you got to think about, you could swing around, you can drag a little bit. You don't want to get too close to another boat or to shore, depending on the wind direction or the possible ways the wind could change in the future. These definitely feel heavy. There's some metal in here. That's why I think even within kind of the consumer grade kind of night vision, maybe, I'm not sure where these stand, but they might be some good ones. We have another little port there. There's a little, maybe that's a laser or something, I don't know. So it's nighttime now, and I'm trying out the night vision goggles, and these things are amazing. So there's quite a bit of zoom on on them. Oh, I can just hold that right up there. And like you can't see hardly any stars. There's like too much light pollution, but they show up pretty much clear as night on the goggles. And let's see, yeah, are we in the night mode? Yeah, it's pretty sweet. It's like, yeah, this would work great on the boat, I think. A lot of zoom. Let's see what my camera sees. Hey, the iPhone camera is not too bad either, but pretty cool. I'm digging them. It comes with interchangeable lenses. How's that work? Right here. So they can send me the 50mm, but if you want, you can pop it out, pull it, twist it, so it comes out. So yeah, you can see the little sensor there. Let's get that back in there. We're outside, and then lock it back in place. Oh, not quite. There we go. So the 50 is like the medium one. Seems like a pretty good zoom. They had a 70mm, which would be even tighter. But I think on the boat it's really hard. I don't think there's the image stabilization, or is there? Not a whole lot. So zooming in could be challenging on the boat with the rocking. So I think this is probably the right way to go. They also have a 30, which would be less zoom. So we got like a tractor over there. Kind of see it. You tap the power button, and that will bring up the range. Let's see, where's the tractor? 160 yards away. Sounds about right. There's your pointer here. Actually, that could be kind of useful, because sometimes you're looking at far away and you want to tell someone, hey, that thing right there. No, not that. But you have the laser pointer right there. You can tell them what you're looking at. There's a picture-in-picture zoom mode, so you click that. So now with that picture-picture mode, you got an area which is, zoomed in more, so I can kind of use that digital zoom there. Those are the different settings and menus you got. Even more menus over there. Now that works good, but of course, where there's no light at all over in this field, can't really see anything, but you have the IR emitter, so you hit that, and it's like having a flashlight. Does my iPhone pick it up? No, only the night vision goggles can. But you can go brighter, and oh wow, that's pretty wild. So I just went back behind the shop and tried to just walk around with the night vision goggles, and it's too much zoom, and it's too hard to focus like constantly with the manual focus. Like it's didn't really work for that, but I think it'd be great if you're just gonna sit in place. Also, these things are heavy. And I'm trying to test them. It's like, wears you out just holding them so much. So I guess it does come with a neck strap, and there's like a tripod mount, but that's not a bad idea to use if you're gonna be trying to sit for a long time. I can see why they did that. Thank you so much, OneLeaf AI, for sending these really cool night vision goggles. My first night vision goggles. Very happy to have them, and could be using these on the boat. Continuing on, we have the Yantu. Good old Yantu. Always coming through with a product that they want to send to SAMHOLMESSAILIN. This time, it is the battery-powered inflator. Which, I mean, come on. You're always having to fill something up. You can always use a battery-powered inflator. This one is a cool, like a black or midnight blue kind of color. It's coming in this rounded rectangular prism shape, which is it's a nice normal shape. Some of these things are getting these weird, like my sup pumps and the one I use in my car. It's huge. It's a weird shape. This is kind of not so outrageous. I'm liking the design here. You got a screen on it. You got the instructions are right on the side here. You don't have to think about the manual. If you got the vision to read that, then that's great. Okay, what we got? This is where our air hose is gonna go. So let's pull that up. What we got? So yeah, first of all, you get a case, so you got all the hoses. You can keep them with it if you need something like that, I think. So really nice hose. It's got like the braided, and it's like real nice and flexible. Not like metal chrome plated connectors with nice rubber feeling. I like this thing so far. It's giving me good vibes. On the side we've got USB-C, thank you, charger. Also you have like a I guess you can go straight to like an AC charger. Hey, that's great. You know, I like that. A button. I'm guessing that's how we turn it on. Okay, so now that we've got it on, let's move to this side. Bright blue LED, the screen, the hardest color to make. That's cool. You got your PS. You got it in PSI. I'm using PSI, not the bars or the, I don't know where the other one's, kilopascals. Yeah, you can do the KPAs. You can switch it to kilograms per centimeter cubed. You got barometric. Yeah, so let's just stay in good old American PSIs. So it looks like you've got maybe some preset modes. So maybe you don't want to remember the PSI that your bike or car needs. You can maybe set that to like a user mode. Is that what? Yeah. So there's one for car. So that's going to be 36. You know, set by default. You got user mode 1, 20 PSI. User mode 2, 36 PSI. User mode 3, also 36. Hey, maybe that's useful for you. You know, you got a play button. Maybe. Oh yeah. Okay, so. And you can, of course, adjust the pressure, you know, so 36, you can go up half a PSI. That's just nice. I like that. Okay, so you got your cord. It just fits on your little air jack here. I use this to fill up the e-bike tires when I got one. We're going to look at some e-bikes later. I didn't want to ruin the surprise, but there's always e-bikes they're sending me. We got 2 more new ones this year. I can confirm it works. Had plenty of battery to fill up those tires. You can keep this in your car, keep it in your garage. Doesn't take up a lot of room. It's hard to find a gas station with a working tire pressure thing sometimes. I just leave one in my cars. And like the ones I've had in the past, you have one of these guys, and you got to plug that into your car and like run the cable all the way around, and then have the hose. And this is simple. You know, there's no wires. Of course, yeah, you got the option to charge it. Oh, I said this was AC, but it looks like this is a DC charging port for your car, and it's a nice long one. So yeah, if you maybe hadn't charged it, had to fill up, the tires were really flat, looks like you can just run them straight from the car. So that's great. That's what you got there. You know, if you're not using your car, you got the USB-C. Everybody has some type of USB charging thing, so you can keep this thing topped off. Thank you, Yantu. Thank you so much for sending this. I am grateful that you sent this. Look, you even get adapters for filling up your basketballs, your soccer balls, your footballs. I think that's just great. This is the model A22. Nice clear manual. What else could you want? What else could you want from a tire charger? We're gonna put this back in the case so it's ready to go next time. I will definitely be using this. Again, thank you, Yantu. One. Okay, now I got a heavier one. Oh. Okay, can we see it? I have to adjust the camera here. There we go. We have this product from Yolaness. And Yolaness, in my mind, they make battery power stations, because that's what they sent me. We have a black power station, 4 ports right on the front, nice spacing so you can use things with big wall warts. You got your charging port for it to charge this guy up. A solar in, so you can have the solar panels. I think they might have sent me some of the solar panels too, which is just great. When the Hurricane Ian came, we were using these kind of power stations. They make it so you can turn off your generator for a while, or just like if you don't have an extension cord long enough, you just have your power tools just plugged right into this. You can power fans, lights, refrigerators. You might even get an air conditioner to run on this one. Depends on the wattage. Let's see. So you can charge this bad boy at 1,000 watts. That's pretty good. You can also charge it from the car. That's with the AC charging. With the DC charging, well, I guess that would include the solar panels or the car charger. You're maxing out at 240 watts, a little slower. We got some 18-watt USB ports. You got the 100-watt USB-C, so you can use that to straight charge your laptop off there. So you can turn on the things individually. See if there's any charge there. Oh, look at that. My parents love these things. My mom, because like the power is always going out for something or other. There was like this winter, there was like a tree that fell down, knocked down the power line in the front. We just plugged this thing right in, and they were glad to have it. So we're leaving this at my parents' house here, and so we got a DC out with your kind of like cigarette lighter style port. You got a nice screen that shows you your battery percentage and then how long it might run. At the kind of current draw. You got your real clear input wattage, output wattage. Also, you could run your, keep this in your car. That'd be great. Or if you're doing van life kind of thing, you want to have a house battery setup without all the extra wiring. These things are great. If you just have a small boat, usually you don't want to deal with running all the wiring for just going out on the weekend here or there. Then you can take this thing camping, have a big box fan, have that running all night if it's hot, and if you're car camping, that's where these kinds of things are really awesome. See if I can turn this thing off so we don't drain the battery. Yolaness, thanks for sending this in. I think it's great. Nice handles, because this is kind of heavy, You have some good handles to carry it around. Here you got some nice ports for the fans to keep this thing cool, because you're going to put some power through this. That's important. And not much else to say about this thing, but we've used it and powered a lot of different devices. Kept the fridge on when the power went out. Yeah, just have lights, whatever you need. Cool stuff. All right, let's move on to the next thing. Now we have a slightly bigger one. The Vtoman. Vtoman sent me this one. I like the colors of this one. This is cool. Black, gray, yellow. You only get 3 AC ports. They're a little closer together, but pure sine wave. They're writing it right on there, so you have that. They have the wattage clearly on there, 1500 watts. And I remember them telling me that what they want to do with this one is they want to make something that had faster charging abilities. So I believe this one charges also at 1500 watts. So that's going to get it charged faster, 50% faster than the other one. Nothing wrong with that one. But if you're like if you want maybe the more premium product, this might be the way to go. Again, you got your 2.4 volt amp, the 5 volt USB things, and then there's a quick charge one at the bottom. Doesn't quite say how much that is. I guess oh wait, here you do have USB-Cs. They're not saying it what the wattage of that is. But yeah, you can turn those on separately. I would have to give a disclaimer that the first one they sent me didn't work. We just charged it for hours, or actually a couple of days, and it just didn't work. But they were quick, and they sent me another one. And so thanks for sending over another one. This one seems to work just fine. I like that this one has this little box on top. The other one did come with this little, going back to the other one. It came with a pouch to keep it on, all the cords, because there's quite a few cords, you got to have with these things. You have to have the, your power, your wall power cord, your car power cord, your solar power cord, So yeah, it's great they have like a little pouch to put them all in, but it's not the kind of thing you're going to use all the time. These are kind of just sitting in the background a lot of times, or when you're using your boat or when the power goes out. I think it's nice just to have all the stuff inside the device, so there's no chance it's going to go missing, right? So that's what they have here, just a nice box where all this stuff can go. That's cool. Again, the same 3 cord, some USB cords, AC cord, DC cord. Well, it's a little hard to fit them in there now. Come on, guys. You're gonna make the compartment for it. At least make it fit the wires. Okay. Well, that's what you get there. What other ports we have here? We have a jumper cable port. I don't think I've seen that in one of these, but again, that's kind of saying for me that this thing would be something you might want to put in your camper van, your DIY camper van. You can, if batteries, dead, you could charge it up, or on the boat, happens a lot. You can, I guess there's a type of cable. I don't think it came with that cable, but that's cool. You could jump your car with this thing. Maybe you can link these batteries together or something. There's another one there. So they're using the same kind of connector, I guess, different ends. Over here we have, oh, this is how you're charging this guy. So, okay, so you can input at 1500 watts through the AC input, DC, input 200 watts from this little guy here. So I guess that's probably using their little, cigarette lighter adapter. Solar input, 400 watts. So yeah, you got options, and they sent me some really nice solar panels, folding solar panels with this guy. These excellent solar panels. Look, you have like a little pouch on the back. I'm guessing that's for the cables. Yes, it is. That's right where you want them to be. Don't have to look for them. These nice yellow handles, so you need to carry these around. Maybe you're I don't know, going to a campsite or something, and yeah, those look like some nice. This is the good type of if you're gonna have flexibles, you want this type, not the smooth ones I found. These just always seem to last better in my experience. So I think these Vtoman panels, and look, we got 2 of them. Gonna be great. Oh, and there's a little kickstand on the back here. So for different angles in the sun. Wow. The Vtoman. Striking it out of the park once again with the solar panels and the power station. I like the clever way the cables fit into the handle there. They're just thinking of everything. Vtoman, thanks for sending this over. I've been chatting back and forth a bunch with the rep. She's been real eager to get this in the video, so sorry for the delay. It's taken a while, but I think people are gonna be happy to see this. Some people are going to want that Vtoman, and I'm glad to be able to share that with you. Look at this on the back. Oh, there we go. A light. Now, it seems like, it's just like adding on some silly accessories, but this, I had another one of these with these lights on the back, and it was very useful. Oh, different brightnesses. Oh, okay. You lose a point for the flashing mode. Nobody wants those. Okay, so the Vtoman, there it is. This is a good size. For them, you got plenty of battery to last a while, but it's also not so honking huge that you can't need like a trolley to move it around. I think this is a great thing, and you got your choices. Lots of brands out there. Vtoman is definitely one to look at. Keep up the great work, Vtoman. All right, moving forward, we got getting through them. A few more to go. We've got the iHood All Area Heating System 3.0. What is it? It's a jacket. It's a heated jacket. And it comes with its own carrying case. They're thinking outside the box, guys. They're making a heated jacket with electricity. Of course, they're a little bit different over at iHood. They're giving you a carrying case for your jacket. So this guy comes in black. I got the medium size. I'm about 5'10". I'd say it fits just perfect. You got kind of a weather-resistant looking zipper. And speaking of zippers, you don't just get one zipper. You got zippers on your side pockets here. So here we go. Let's open these up. Nope, they were open. Okay, getting the hands in there, nice and warm. We haven't even got heated features. No, but we're talking to the zippers. You got more zippers. Even another zipper here. That's another pocket. What? You don't have enough zippers yet? You got another zipper here. Wow. On your arm? Why would you want a zipper there? Why wouldn't you want a zipper there? That's what I have to ask you. I feel like I'm playing another character here. And then you got another zipper there. I love it. I absolutely love it. Okay. You got some Velcro there. This jacket, it feels great. It feels great. But we haven't even got to the main feature of this bad boy. You know what? I don't have the battery in here. Let me go grab that. It comes with this battery pack, right? So you might say, look at that. It's like a phone charging pack. No. You could charge your phone. You've got plenty of ports to charge whatever you want. But this one plugs into the jacket. And it's got yet another zipper and a pocket for it. So here, let's see how this works. This goes in here. Hit the button. Make sure we're on. 63% battery left. That should be plenty. Oh, look, found some more pockets. Man, this thing is great, is it? Okay, so then after you got your plugged in, you're gonna find this little button here. So, okay, 1 zone, 2 zone, 3 zone, 3 zones of heating. Now I kind of tried to study this low light a long time, and I figured out that you got like a chest zone, maybe like a pocket heating, and then like the neck heating. I don't think the hood has heat in it, but like the neck does. And I don't feel the heat yet, but it's coming because I know. I've used it before. Okay. So let's zip it up. Oh. It feels like you got, okay, that heat's coming on. It feels just like when you have, when you're sitting in a heated seat in a car. And, but it's like the seats all around you, you know? It's like it is a heated jacket. That's exactly what it is. So I'm feeling the warmth, feeling those heat zones. And just kind of the select areas, but they have them. If this light is annoying you, look, this little button there, you can turn the light off, you can turn it on. So I found that it kind of runs for a while, and then it starts like, it'll take a break, and then it'll come on. You can buy extra batteries if you really want to go, you know, multiple days, or just a really long, cold adventure. Oh, this is warming me up, I might have to turn that off. So you got red mode, blue mode, white mode, blue mode. I'm guessing that's a temperature, or something like that. Let's turn that off. I'm getting a little warm here, a little warm inside. I think a heated jacket's great. It's a jacket. It should keep you warm. Really, only drawback is you have this kind of like bulky, slightly bulky, you know, battery thing in your pocket, and I keep mistaking it for my phone. It's like, oh, I left my phone in my jacket. Oh wait, no, it's just a battery packet. Or you think you have your phone with you, but you don't. You just have this battery thing. That's just the one thing to kind of keep note of, but I think it's great. My mom has claimed this thing, so she's gonna get it. I just found some more pockets on this thing. This thing is just pocket. What was it, the brand? iHood, 12 volt, all the information you need right there. Got a nice hook on there for hanging it up. Oh, the hood zips off, so if you don't like the hood, you can zip it off, you can tighten it up, whatever you need to do. Of course, it comes with a bag for it and the charging stuff. So iHood, you've done it once again. Lots of different heated jacket options, I believe, on their site. Thank you so much for sending this. This is going to get a lot of use in the SAMHOLMESSAILIN family. Next product on the list is this guy. What this is a portable coffee or espresso machine. And I hate coffee, espresso, and it doesn't matter how much you try to sweeten it up or anything. It's just disgusting to me. But people that come on my boat like coffee, like Annalene, or my mom's visiting, or whoever. Most of the world seems to drink coffee. I don't drink it, but so you gotta have a coffee machine. It's great that they have one that doesn't take up a lot of room, I think, and it's runs, you can charge it up with a USB port. That's important to me. Just easy charging. I don't have to plug it into shore power. So when Outin offered to send me this, I was like, yes, please. They even made me sign a contract and send them the video in advance. Usually I won't do that for any of this stuff, but Annalene, you know, she's great and she deserves to have her coffee. So she'll continue sailing with me. We've experimented with things of like using the jet boil and trying to pour it over this funnel. And I'm hoping this will be better than that. It's kind of messy, but we'll see. It is now you got form factor wise, it looks like it would pack in a backpack, nice and compact and thin. But on the boat, kind of shapes like this tend to just tip over. I mean, any kind of coffee maker, you're probably gonna have to like hold as you use it on a boat if it's rocking. So maybe that's, you know, it would be either way, but that's something to think about. If they can make it a little more stable, we're always happy to have that on the boat. Now, Outin sent me this, and I don't really understand how coffee is made. It just baffles the mind to me. So I just handed the instructions to my mom, and this thing is a bit of a puzzle based on the instructions. I mean, they're getting your just being thoughtful thing of like troubleshooting it. I mean, they're using these, you know, icons. You have the 5 coffee I kind of 3 coffee. I don't know. This was a little overwhelming, and I handed it to my parents because I thought, well, they drink coffee also. They'll know how to do this. And the problem was the text is just too small for them to read. And then the manual, even smaller text. So I'm not sure what's going on there. They're maybe saving money with the font size. But we did figure it out. It's actually not very complicated. So maybe you watch this video and you can get an idea for how to do it. Let's go into the kitchen and try this out. At the top here, you use this to like measure out, scoop out some coffee. So we got coffee here. I flipped this over and unscrewed the bottom. Then you have this little cup for coffee. Pop the lid off of there and you scoop. It was very clear you needed to tamp the coffee, so we figured the bottom of this, you just kind of press that coffee down, you know, get it nice and tamped. Now we don't really need this for a while. This goes in here, and then this gets a lid. I guess they make pods also. You can get this guy screwing on the bottom here. Now we did that. Okay, on the top you got a place for your water. So fill that up with water. There's 2 marks. We'll just go to the top one. Okay, we filled that up. I put the cap on it. Put it like this is the cup here. I made a little bit of a mess. So you click it once, you see how much battery you got. Okay, so I've tried this once, and I'm not sure if I have enough battery. So I think you hold it for a couple seconds. Now it's going through its 200 seconds to make this coffee. So it will go up the bar graph. I mean up the dots, 1 dot, 2 dot, 3 dot, and then it's done, and then we'll shoot the coffee in there. Let's come back when it's making some coffee. It's heating it up, so this heats it up and pushes it through, and it comes into the cup. These are making very small cups of coffee, but I think you could maybe run it again, add some hot water, and make it like Americano. I guess you call this an espresso. I don't know about coffee. This is stressful for me. So you can see it's filling up with coffee. I think it's done. So that you can feel this thing is hot. Pop this off. Whoa. Then when we're done, I think you just double tap, and then we'll do kind of like a cleaning cycle where it just pushes through some water without heating it. So if you want to have cold coffee, you can do that too. So turn that off. So these guys are $139. You know, there's your stats. Oh, that's saying 100 plus hot water brews. Okay, so you're good. It looks like it could last a while. You can use their capsules, or you can just fill it with coffee like I did. We got the color Outin Teal. I think they maybe made a mistake. So it says 5 times cold water or 100 plus hot water brews. I'm guessing they meant it to be the other way around. So you can make 5 cups of coffee with hot water, or 100 with cold water, because you would think the hot water would use more electricity. For the pods, it is compatible with Nespresso pods, and then these other ones I guess are also compatible. Next up, here we have it's the Geeetech Resin 3D printer. I've used some glow-in-the-dark filament that Geeetech sent me a few years ago, and that worked great. But then they offered to send me an actual 3D printer. I was like, heck yeah, I'm a big nerd about the 3D printing, and I've never had a resin printed. I wanted to get one. This one is a little special though. It's only $100. Like, they managed to make a 3D printer for like $100 plus whatever shipping or taxes and stuff. they're gonna charge you. So you got a lid. These are like a color that keeps, because the resin is UV light cured, so these, I guess, block the UV resin, I guess is the idea. Get a little bit of an odor. I've used this a few times. I can say it works great. You got like an aluminum tower. This is the build platform. So it's small, you know, but these things make some incredible detail. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna get these the resin. So they sent me this white water washable resin. I haven't tried the standard stuff, but the water washable stuff doesn't smell. I mean, it's a little bit of odor, but it's not too bad. I heard the other stuff is really bad smell. This stuff, you know, you smell it, but not bad at all. And so what you do is you just get your 3D model sliced. Well, I'll do a demonstration. You fill up the resin vat there. And what this is using is, if you can see in there, it's basically like an LCD screen, but they replaced the normal, you know, white backlights with a UV backlight. So it's curing the resin one layer at a time, and you can make a 3D print. You can actually go pretty big in this direction. That's maybe 8 inches, maybe. And it doesn't matter about the width of your model. So like every layer takes the same amount of time. It's different than the FDM printers I've used in the past. So if you print stuff, you know, in the longer orientation, it'll be fast. If you do tall orientation, it'll take longer. But sometimes you might want to go one way or the other based on the model. But this thing is really awesome. Thanks so much, Geeetech, for sending this. I'm gonna print some just kind of decorative things. Actually, I'll show you what I printed so far. I took some time and I did a 3D model of pickled herring. Actually, I scanned it with my iPhone, and then I went and cleaned it up and remodeled it in the plasticity app. And I think the detail is great. It's really great detail in here. You can see the layer lines, but you have to really look close. I also printed this one, tried to do the rigging. It got a little bit funky with the rigging, but I don't think that's the printer's fault. That was a challenging model. I'll upload this to like Thingiverse or Printables, so you can print it yourself, and you'll have a little model of pickled herring there. Really awesome, the stuff you can do. Prices are coming down a lot. I think the what was it, like the Form 3D print resin printer was like one of the first consumer ones. It was like $2,000. They come all the way down to $100, and it works. You know, you're not probably less, not all the bells and whistles, but you got LCD screen. What else can you ask for? You put the little USB stick it comes with in there. Just runs off a little power adapter. I don't think this would work on a boat because, you know, the rocking, they did specifically mention that, but the cool stuff with the resin printers is you can have these highly detailed models, and you can do other stuff with them. Like you can, someone sent me a video of how you could like cast like epoxy and metal particles and make basically like metal prints. You can also kind of do lost wax investment casting, I believe, with them. So lots of options. And I was under the impression the resin was really expensive, but actually it's not too bad. I think it was like I got a liter. This is a half liter. I went and ordered some more because I was printing so many of these little things, and I don't know, maybe $30 or something for a bigger bottle. And you can get all sorts of colors. You can get clear. Really fun stuff. I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this guy. I designed my images in Illustrator and mirrored them, and I also, for the text, I kind of inset it just a tiny bit so it's like a little bit skinnier than the text what I want it to look, because I feel like the ink and resin print kind of like blooms out just a little bit, so this will create kind of a more readable image, I believe. File, export it as a DXF file. I use Fusion 360. Now when that file comes in, shift select all the things you want to be, you know, in your stamp. That takes just a minute. Then I just go to extrude, and I pull it up. I'm gonna do 3 millimeters for the distance there at once. So now you can see that's up 3 millimeters. Now I'm going to come up here, create a sketch. That was the extrude button. I think I cropped it out accidentally earlier. So creating the sketch, zoom out a little bit and grab that top plane. Use the circle tool up here. And I'm just going to create like an outline for our stamp to sit on. So that looks good. And these little areas I feel like we don't really need. Line tool maybe. Go up. Boop, boop. Just save some resin. Finish that. Then we can select our right there. And I'll just see what I'm doing. I'm kind of using the right mouse button to rotate a bit. Then we'll go back to that extrude again over there. And we'll just do the distance -1 millimeter right in there. This will join it to the other one. So we'll just hit OK. You can see what it's going to do right here. Export. Coaster sailboat version 1 STL. Coaster is good. Save that. So it takes a minute. It has to do it in the cloud, of course. Okay, that's complete. And I'm going to go to this program, Chitu box. We've got the slice settings already set. Those are what's down there. If you don't have them set, this is what they are for my printer. I've made the bottom layers 23, doing 0.05 millimeter layer height, up the bottom exposure to 30 seconds, 2.5 seconds, normal exposure. I don't think any of these are changed, but those are the settings I'm using for this, just this particular print. I want the 1 millimeter bottom base to be like really cured, and then a few layers of the image to be also really cured, but then at the end of it I want to do that 2.5 so it's not ballooned out, 2.5 second normal exposure. So that's my thinking there. That should keep our letters and everything sharp. So clicking this little plus guy brings up our open menu, documents, coasters, coaster sailboat, STL, bring it in. Okay, it's kind of clipping it just a little bit. We can just hit slice. That's all I have to do, is slice. Everything else is done. It's okay if I can slice it off. There's our images. So we have the shape, and then that, and then that. Great. So we're going to save it as the .ctb file. Save on the thumb drive. And thumb drive goes in the back here. Come back to the front. UV print, find your file. Coaster sailboat. Print. Looks good. Put the cover back on. Also, make sure that you've snugged these up in case you took them off. Oh, and make sure there's enough resin in the vat. So just put a little more just in case. Should be enough. I've been keeping that pretty full. I like to wipe this. Since we're working in the kitchen, trying to keep everything clean. So that'll go, I think it's like a 20-minute file. It tells you in the program. I've got this right next to the door, so I'm covering it up, trying to keep the UV light out. My job is complete. You can see it in there. Looks like it worked. Pop the hood off. Just loosen this top knob here, just to catch any drips. And then I just pull it in the sink. And pop the part here. And off with the build plate. It came out pretty great. You can pop it off with the spatula. We can take this guy outside to cure in the sunlight with the rest of our prints. Right there. And they're looking pretty nice. So I'm doing 4, so I can print 4 coasters at a time, and I'll do 4 of these also. And in case one messes up, we got plenty. These are so great. There's no warping at all with that long exposure time. You can see it's super flat, and everything is sticking, and then the shorter exposure on the top layers leaves it nice and crisp. Me and my mom rolled ink on a bunch of these and made a bunch of coasters so she could hand them out and help me get more subscribers. So I found when you have a failed print or this bed gets dirty, instead of trying to clean it like manually, you just use this tools, clean raw material, and you up it to like higher. It's better. Next, cleans the tray, and then it just does a flat layer, and then you can just peel it right off there. And that will collect all the little bits and bobs that didn't print last time. Now we can pop this out. I don't know why, man. It seems like the resin or like the exposure somehow leaks onto the glass too. This in the sink. That should just peel it right out. So now just peel it off. You get all the, you can see the things left on before, and now it's perfectly clean. So today we're going to look at a new drone, which I'm kind of excited to see. This is the Venix. In the past, I've mainly used DJI drones, but they're pretty expensive, so I'm very curious to see if this can compete with it, because I've lost several drones in the water, and it sucks losing expensive stuff. And this is a little bit cheaper, I think, because it compares maybe to a Mavic. You can see it's about the same size as maybe one of the Mavic drones, so it's a little bit bigger than the Mini. You can see a comparison. There's the Mini 3, and there's the Veeniix V11, I believe it's called, and a little bit bigger. It's much heavier. So technically, I think you need to register these ones. These ones are just under the weight limit. So if you care about that, that's something to note. Very nice. It comes with a case and a second battery, which you gotta get the DJI ones with the batteries. It's a big upsell, and you gotta buy a case and everything too, because unless you get like the package with all that included. So this by default comes with of course you get the remote, and you put your phone in the top there, which I've used on my past drones, but I really like how DJI now have these remotes with the screen built in. That's my favorite, just because it's annoying to have to plug in your phone, and the jacks on my phone always have trouble, so this is pretty nice. But this is kind of the old style where you plug in your phone, which is also okay. You got the sticks down there. I've seen some where the sticks kind of fold in. That seems like a cool feature. But of course USB-C, so that's nice. Another thing I noticed on this drone, you just plug in a USB-C to the side, which I think that is awesome. It just seems like a simplify things. Looks like you get some extra propellers, the extra joysticks, probably some cables. Oh, I think it's a landing pad in there. Gimbal protector, which I've found it's very hard to get on. I can't figure that out once I took it off. It unfolds, which it doesn't matter which way you unfold it. One of my drones, I remember you had to unfold it in a certain order. This one just unfolds any order, which is nice. And it actually does have a gimbal. So a lot of the cheaper drones don't have a gimbal. This isn't like a cheap drone. It's, I want to say, $400 or $500. I'll have a link to it in the description. So I've picked up the used Mini 3 for $350 or something. This is a little bit more, but I think with the bigger propellers and motors, it should have no problem flying in some stronger wind. It looks like it has sensors, but I don't think it really does. Maybe it has a bottom sensor there for landing. Okay, we are testing the V11 Venix drone, and I guess there's a microphone on it's using the microphone on my phone, so maybe there's audio if you can hear me. We'll see. Today's pretty windy, 9 to 17 knots of wind, so we'll test out in some wind. Taking off now. It's holding position okay, yeah. Let's go a little higher into the wind. Bob it around a little bit, but mostly staying in place. 56% battery. Said it was full when I started. Increase the distance, so we go a little further. see what happens. Hope I can go in at a signal. Let's see if we can find it again. Yeah, looking good. It's quite a delay in the. There's a lag in the video. I'm not sure if anything can be done with that in the settings or anything. Ready to do a landing. All right, we're coming in for a landing. This thing is incredibly slow to go down. This is the fastest it will go down. Very jerky too. Goes up fast, but it goes down really slow. Oh wait. This could be good if it wasn't for the lag. The lag is really frustrating, and the speed is a little, I think, could be annoying too if you're trying to catch back up with the boat. See the forward speed. The forward speed isn't that bad. It doesn't seem to have any sensors. So I just tried the auto land and it just slammed down on the ground pretty hard. Flipped one of the legs in. So I guess it can go down fast, it just not with the joystick. I like the drone. I think maybe with some updates they get the video lag gone. It's just very hard to fly with that lag. It flew fine in 15 to 20 knots of wind. The two issues I've had with this drone are, one, there's a slight lag in the video from when it gets to the phone, and it seems very responsive if I'm just watching the drone flying it, but if I'm trying to look at the screen while flying it, I see a lag, and that can really affects when I'm trying to fly around and get some shots of my boat or just a subject. I just overcorrect, because the delay, maybe a second, maybe half a second, I'm not sure. I found it kind of difficult to fly. I was actually flying it while looking at my screen, and I just came towards myself, thinking I was going to catch it. And then I didn't realize it had already, was right in front of my face because of the lag in the video. So if they could fix that with maybe a software update or the next model, I think this drone would be really cool. The only other thing that was a problem was the battery indicator. It was not super accurate. Sometimes it said it had full battery when I first got it, and then it dropped way down to nothing. As long as you charge it up, I guess you're fine, but don't rely so much on the battery indicator. I found the ones in the DJI are pretty reliable. This one, not much. So those are the only two problems. I do like the picture looks good. The gimbal is nice and stabilized, and the flight times seem decent. And it flew in a lot of wind. So those are the good things. And USB-C charging on the side makes it easy to charge it. You can charge it in with a battery in the drone or without. The batteries feel like they are in there pretty strong. I had some drones when they crash, the batteries come flying out and you have to go find them. I don't think that would be too much of an issue with this drone. So I'll fold this guy back up, put him away. Thank you, Venix, for sending this drone over. It was a lot of fun. I think we'll get some good shots of it. Very happy with the picture quality. Oh, also, the drone was kind of slow coming down, which was odd. I think I wonder if it was in a beginner mode or something, but it was fine going, went up reasonable speed, and side to side, forward and back was fine, but going down, it was very slow. Kind of frustrating when I was trying to get it back. All right. Back at the workshop on a list of more unusual things we've got sent to us. This is an air conditioner. That looks great. This is the Costway, a mini split air conditioner. So you have an outside unit here. This goes outside, and then this is, in the other box is the inside unit. You got the hoses to connect it up, I guess. So I guess those go there. And I'm gonna mount this in my workshop for maybe this summer or next summer. So here's the other unit that goes inside. It's a 1,000 watt air conditioner, and it can cool or heat 700. Oh, it also has a heater. I gotta mention that. That's pretty cool. So one unit, all in one, heat and air conditioning, 1,000 watts. It's an efficiency rating of 8.5 at heating and 20 at cooling. So those are some numbers. And this thing looks good. I think this is a good solution for the living area of my shop. Again, it says it can heat or cool 750 square feet. So we'll test this out soon, or at some point. Let's see if there's a remote or anything. You wire it in the power cord. They have a 110 version and a 220, 230. Oh, yep, you got a remote. It's got the eye feel, which a lot of air conditioners don't have eye feel, so that's pretty cool. Also got the swing. I guess that's the moving back and forth. And oh, maybe it's got dry, maybe dehumidifier function too. So this is great. This is gonna be awesome. I know it gets pretty hot here in the summer, and a little cold in the winter, so that'll be just great to have. This will be a project. I've never installed one of these things. We'll see how hard it is. I'm not sure if you have to have a technician come out to charge it up, or if I can do that myself. All these things we're going to learn about ourselves. But what a great air conditioner! This thing is just going to be awesome. It's a white color, you know. If white, you know, goes with anything. Great color for an air conditioner. That's a nice glossy finish on the front. So this unit, nice thing about this is it doesn't have to go on a window. I can put that anywhere I want, just mount it on a wall. And I mean, it's not even plugged in, but I can already feel the cool air coming out of it. And that's what you want in an air conditioner. Just looks like it's cooling good, you know? I don't think I have enough time to get it installed today, but soon we'll get that installed. I got some plans to do a little work here next year, so it'll be nice to have some air conditioning. The outside unit's a little more off-white color. That would go great with the workshop. I think so. And maybe I'll mount this up on a little platform just to get it off the ground, and we can have some cool air in the shop. So stoked. I know some of these you can get multiple head units. I'm not sure if this one has that feature, but that's something to look out for too. If you have more rooms, you can put these in. You got a manual here. Looks like let's see if the text is readable. It's nice and big, and it looks relatively clear. I think they struck this one out of the park. Costway. It says Jace Smart Artesian Essence. Those are some cool words you chose to put on your manual. What else can I say, you know? It's an air conditioner, and it's from Costway. You can buy them online. There'll be the website there. Now we're in the garage to look at two new e-bikes they've sent for this year. We have the Cyrusher. I like the look of that. And also the Super Shark. Let's start with the Super Shark. This thing is big. I'm 5'10", and it's maybe even a little too big for me. I can just barely stand over it. This is a big bike, but you know, it's got the Shark on the side. Very cool. Of course, an e-bike with a hub motor, some big 34-inch tires maybe, and how many watts we got on that? I'm gonna guess 750 for the wattage on that. I got the battery that is removable, one of these style ones, so you can charge it in the bike or you can take it out. And of course, you got your key to lock the battery in there and turn the bike on. So let's get this thing. Was it on? You turn it on probably holding this button. Yep, that's how you turn it on. So you got a black and white screen with your miles an hour, odometer, pedal assist modes. How many pedal assist modes we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's cool. Is that hydraulic brakes? I think they are hydraulic brakes. A big chrome headlight on there. I guess you can pull that. No, it doesn't seem to turn on. Maybe there's something to do right there. But you got adjustable front suspension, nice and bouncy. Oh, disc brakes right there. These blue rims they're really a statement, I'd say. Got some black aluminum pedals with some nice grip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 gears it looks like. And in the back, and then on the front, nice sturdy kickstand, leather grips. Does it have a horn? I don't know if it has a horn. No horn. Got a bell. There you go. Got a bell. You don't need a horn. Just the standard Shimano kind of basic shifting equipment. So there it is. That's the Shark. Nice big bike, kind of a cruiser, kind of beach style bicycle. And we'll take that for a ride in a little bit. But let's also look at the other one. This is a completely different style bike. This is the Kommoda Cyrusher, or Cyrusher Kommoda AM03. Got a really cool rear suspension linkage piece, and looks like the same 7-speed gear, but this one you get a rack on the back, you get a tail light, you get the fenders. Oh, this one did come with fenders. They were too hard to get on, so I just left them off. But this one has the fenders. They were much easier to get on. Got the headlight and the tail light, and I think we get a color screen with this one. Let's turn this guy on. Where's the key on this? So this one has a battery up here. It looks like it's also removable. Oop, didn't want to do that. Let's make sure that's on, and then button down there. Color screen with that, and a horn. Nice volume on there. Again, front suspension, of course. Pretty cool looking screen. My pedal assist modes. You got 5. Ooh, I kind of like the graphics on there. That's fun. For brakes. Are these hydraulic too? I think these might just be the normal cable ones. But disc brakes. Yes. Disc brakes front and rear. What else we got? Plastic folding pedals. Very nice. Nice and comfortable. You could ride those with bare feet if you wanted. There's the charging port there if you want to charge it with the battery installed. What else are we looking at? You know, I like the seat on both of these. It's pretty comfortable. This one is my mom's favorite bike. She likes it. It's definitely smaller. Got the smaller, like 20-inch looking wheels, but still with the wide 3-inch tires there. Very cool bike. I like the color on this of the Cyrusher. It's a really badass name. There's your spec right there. Cyrusher, 20-inch wheel, 48 volts, and 750 watts. Cyrusher, making rides amazing. And again, that's the Kommoda AM-3. Cyrusher, you see you got the twist throttle, which I prefer. Usually it doesn't work until you're in pedal assist mode at least once. So, yep. Twist throttle there on the Cyrusher. This one also has a twist throttle. That's cool. I prefer that over the thumb throttle at least. Maybe some people like it the other way. I just think it's a little easier when you want to use the throttle. But it all comes down to the pedal assist in the end, I guess. Both of these are using the lower end, not the torque sensing one. So your pedal assist is not so well matched to the power. But you can get used to that, and it's still usable. Just not as nice as some of them that has a torque sensor. They're kind of hard to find that in these entry level kind of e-bikes that you usually have shipped to your house. But they both come in a box. It's not a lot of assembly for either of them. We put them together in about 15 to 20 minutes. The only thing was the fenders were pretty tricky on the Shark, and pretty hard to get these handlebars tightened up enough. Like I started to twist it up my Allen wrench, and they still kind of slide a little bit if you put too much weight on them. So that's just one little issue with that. But other than that, it seems like good bikes. Let's go take them for a ride. I got the 360 camera. I get asked a lot how I make these 360 video shots. So this is what it is. It's from Insta360, and basically it films all around. I got it on a big selfie stick, and I can pick the angle and twist it around, whatever, after when I edit the video. So let's take them for a ride. First up is the Cyrusher. Actually, let me grab a helmet. You gotta be a good influence on the kids. Throttle. All right. Takes off, nice acceleration. Not too jerky, actually, not too bad. Jarring. I can feel that the cranks are a little twisted, I guess just from the riding we've been doing on it already. Not a whole lot. How many miles does this have on it? 7.3 miles we've already taken this bike. Cyrusher for sending this bike over. I like it. My mom's been liking it too. So next, let's take out the shark. There it is, just lurking there. As you can see, it's a big bike. Ugh. You do have a suspension seat post in the back there. Give you a little bounce. Alright, we're taking off here. Plenty of power in this one too. This one's hardly been driven at all. You get a nice, these big tires, nice smooth ride. A little slower than the side crusher. That's what's gonna happen. Driveway. Big tires really make it a lot smoother ride. Very comfortable seat, just nice and upright. Actually, might like the shark better. It's hard to say. Go really either way. There you go. Side crusher Kommoda or Super Shark. That was the name of my swim team, Super Sharks. So you gotta like the name. Either way, you can't go wrong. Very comfortable e-bikes and fast. Shark has, of course, that satin black finish with the shark emblems. Some pretty cool stickers on the suspension too. I dig it, guys. The big E letting people know you're electric, and you have a green E with incorporating the plug into the graphics. I mean, that took some creativity, come up with something like that. Pretty next level stuff.
So I'm Sam's sister. I live down here in Charleston, South Carolina, pretty close to the harbor, where we are at risk for hurricanes, flood events, and tropical storms. So Sam lent me this Jackery portable battery, and it provides so much peace of mind in those emergency events. It's great for charging up your devices or providing emergency power to anything you might need. It's also light and portable enough that you can definitely take it with you for adventure, but just something that's great for really anybody to have on hand.
Thanks for watching this year's collection of random product reviews. Next, we'll see. I guess we'll do another one next year, and we'll see how many more bikes and power stations end up showing up. And in the next video, well, I'm gonna put together another. Build some 3D printed hydrofoils and do some wing foiling in Norway. That'll be coming up, and then not too long till I start back up on my boat in Venice, so more sailing videos, and maybe in a month I'll probably start coming out with those. See you guys then.